Hala Vibes family, Hala Vibes. Welcome back to the Highest Good Tarot. If you're new here, welcome. So today I wanted to come on to do a quick energy checkup for the collective to see what we need to know at this time. Now I've already pulled an energy card, and today we have patience. So we're going to see what it says. It says peaceful presence, letting go of desperation. This card shows a beautiful angel holding a clock in the stillness of winter. Her quiet, peaceful energy is telling you that it's time to release the old urgency and to look at things with a much clearer perspective. When this card is upright, it's telling you to relax and let go of the single-minded desperation that's been driving you. Don't try to force your will on only one option. When you think there's only one solution to satisfy your need or to make you happy, you're blocking many other potential solutions from coming your way. Let go of the anxiety and be flexible. Be patient, open, and creative. Choose to be peaceful in the present. The universe has more options than you may be aware of. Quiet your mind, broaden your perspective, and let them come through. So the affirmation is, I pursue my goals with open receptivity. I am patient and flexible, willing to receive in many surprising and imaginative ways. Once again, I pursue my goals with open receptivity. I am patient and flexible, willing to receive in many surprising and imaginative ways. And I also pulled from the Work Your Light Oracle, and today's card is transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Okay. It says, things are changing at a cellular level. You are not who you were a year ago or who you will soon be. You are in between, emerging, half risen, half fallen. Keep doing the work. You are transforming. You will look back at this time with awe. So much is happening in your inner world and within your cells. It's time to release old ways of being that have kept you in fight, flight, freeze mode. To choose a new way of being where trauma is not the driving force. So this ties into what we just had with patience. Don't force something to happen. Let go of old patterns that's been driving you. It says old childhood patterns are rising up to be healed. As you allow yourself to observe them and feel them without attachment, they loosen their grip and fall away. You're being called to find new ways to self-soothe. Saturn and the Black Madonna and the African goddess Oshun influence this card. Saturn represents destruction and transformation. The Black Madonna represents the underground and all that has been cast aside. And Oshun represents the tender love of the original mother. A rethreading is happening, healing at the deepest of levels. While you are in this phase, don't put yourself under pressure to perform. You may need to review your relationships with your body, perhaps even shifting your diet or exercise regimen, or getting energetic healing support. You may also need to consider some kind of emotional support, as issues from your childhood may come up to be healed. You are deeply loved. So the affirmation says, the Work Your Light activation says, hold the card on your heart and say, I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. So we're going to dive a little bit deeper into this patient card to see what it is that we are, being asked to have patience for. Let's go a little bit deeper into that. I'm pulling from the tarot. Let's see, Spirit, what is it that the collective need to have a little more patience about? Okay. We have the Knight of Wands here. for this. Okay, we have the Emperor for this spirit. And we have the King of Cups in reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. So with this that's coming out, I feel like some of you, you're worried about something that's keeping you up at night. It's something that you have a passion for with this Knight of Wands, and you're ready to take action on it, to show up as the Emperor, you know, to take the lead, to be in charge. But you're not quite ready, because with this Knight of Cups, excuse me, the King of Cups showing up in reverse, there's something you're not considering. You are really not emotionally intact to do whatever it is that you're trying to do. And you may be, there's an imbalance. And I feel like that this imbalance is you wanting to just take off, to, you know, go ahead and get it started. And it's keeping you up at night. I feel like some of you feel like that if you don't do it now, that it's not going to happen, or that you're going to miss a certain opportunity, or you're going to miss a deadline. But that's not the case here. If you move forward and take this this approach right now, and, you know, just force your will on this, I feel like you're not going to get the experience that you, or should I say the results that you know, have in mind. And Spirit is calling for you to just, you know, let things unfold. Have a little patience. It's not saying no, but it's just saying not right now. Let's just see. Let's clarify. The Knight of Wands. What is this passion that you guys have? Let's clarify the Knight of Wands. Okay, we have the Three of Swords in reverse. So this is release, optimism, forgiveness, alienation, distraction, recovery. So this goes back to what I was saying, that I feel like some of you think that you're going to miss a mark, or a deadline, or something that's not going to happen if you don't take action on whatever this passion is. For some of you, I'm getting this might be a breakup, or one that you are trying to separate yourself from a situation, but you're trying to do it, you know, quickly, or you're staying. We're going to dive deeper into this, because I'm getting that someone may be trying to step away from a situation quickly without really, you know, thinking about it. There's emotions involved with this, and it may not even be a situation where you have to step away from. I don't know why that came through. Let's see. What is this Emperor showing up? Let's clarify the Emperor. The Emperor is clarified by the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups is having a lot of opportunities, but it's also about looking at things, you know, in a type of illusion or fantasy, you know, fantasizing. What I always use the, you know, the scenario of wondering what all these cups have to offer me, you know, or what if I could have it all. So this is, you know, you have to kind of be careful when the Seven of Cups show up. And then for this Emperor, to me, it just reiterate someone wanting to show up as the Emperor, like, I have it all. You know, I'm going to be seen. I'm going to take charge, because, you know, I'm the one. So take that however it resonates. That won't be for all of you, but take it as it resonates. Now, let's see why this King of Cups is coming up in reverse. Yeah. You have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands says, take action on your ideas. Life is moving ahead. This talks about movement, speed, quick decisions, change, boldness, excessive force, generosity. Yeah, because you feel like you gotta hurry. You got a deadline. Or, you know, you just, you want things to happen quickly, progress quickly. But this says again about this excessive force. But Spirit is telling you to let go of that desperation of, trying to move forward, pushing your way forward. So whatever it is that you think you have to rush into, take some time to, sit back and let things unfold so that you can be sure. Now, the Nine of Swords was the bottom of the deck, and this bottom of the deck is the Devil. So it says you're only limited by what you believe is possible. Bondage, materialism, obsession, change, shadow self, repression, and powerlessness. So again, I feel like you guys are imposing, this worry on yourself or feeling powerless if you don't do things quickly or if you don't move in the direction now. But you're only limited by what you believe. Spirit is telling you this desperation isn't it. Things need to unfold. Wait for divine timing. So let's see what will be the possible outcome. Okay, you have spiritual strength. And you have foundation and achievement. So I feel like if you have patience, you're going to have the spiritual strength. And you're going to achieve everything that you want to achieve. You're going to have a steady foundation. So if you don't wait for divine timing, you're going to be suffering in silence. Excuse me. You're going to be suffering in silence. Let's take another one. If you don't use patience, some of you are looking at memories of love. So for some of you, this will be in a relationship. I was kind of picking up that earlier. You're just going to be nostalgia, looking back on the past, looking at how things used to be, or wondering what could be. And look, also this Power card has shown up. And this is two ways of looking at things. Do you want to have the strength? You're going to have the strength to have patience and trust in divine timing so that you can have this new beginning here. Let's see what else. And then we're going to wrap this up. Final messages. We have the Spirit Fox. It says, trust your talent in changing times. I'm going to take two more and then we'll read and see what it says. Final messages. Let me have a couple of more, please. There's one. There we go. So we also have White Witch, be the light. And lastly, we have Spring. It says, see your seeds grow. So let's look into the Spirit Fox. It says, stay alert, a change is in the air. The Spirit Fox features my favorite animal of all time, the red fox, an amazingly resilient creature able to survive in urban environments or the freezing temperatures of the Arctic. Foxes knows what it's like to be hunted. For centuries, they have been sought for their precious fur when all they want is to survive. So the Spirit Fox can help you overcome the energy of adversity and unfair treatment. Also, as urban foxes hide in cities and go about their business in the dark hours, the fox offers the medicine of blending in. The extended message says, the energies around you are changing at this time, and although it may not always be comfortable, you are equipped with all that you need to survive this shift. You are being presented with opportunities to reach spaces you've never encountered before. And this can make you feel on edge, but be open to the shifts occurring because they really are the answers to your prayers. The experience of being hunted or threatened is now behind you, and you are being invited to come out from your den and reveal your glory and talents. Call upon Spirit Medicine to help you be seen for who you are, and trust in your talents in order to be the best you can be in these changing times. So we have White Witch. This says, take the higher road and choose the light. Remove yourself from lower energy experiences. The White Witch card represents the maiden aspect of the triple goddess of paganism and modern Wicca. The maiden is a gentle, innocent, and pure aspect of the goddess, a loving soul who wants nothing but the best for the whole earth. Here she is joined by a horned owl, showing that she is willing to respect those with more wisdom and experience than she has, but she is also willing to trust what she feels to be right within. With this card, you are being reminded of the goodness within. Extended message. No matter what is happening to you or around you, you have a choice. Choose not to be pulled into dramas, bickering, or energies that are just going to limit your joy. If you are surrounded by people who are hostile towards you or someone else, or you are in a negative situation, perhaps in your workplace, you are being invited to be the light. You are an incredible person who can really bring light. So how can you change the energy? How can you redirect the conversation to love? How can you protect yourself? How can you help the person that is being picked on? Or are you the one who is guilty of causing a drama? You will know the answers. Know also that you are being encouraged to shine the light you were born to share. And last but not least, we have spring. It says, embrace the change that is on the horizon. Once again, it's talking about change. We have transformation, we have change. It says, allow your dreams to become reality. Spring is an exciting time because it has so much potential. Animals are coming out of hibernation, flowers are pushing up through the soil, and the days are getting lighter and brighter. The spring card features a wild hare because in Celtic animal medicine, the hare brings intuition and rebirth. Hares are highly fertile beings, and so their medicine can bring dreams to life. Extended message say, you are ready to bring to life all of your ideas, inspirations, and projects. When this card appears, you are moving into a space that allows you to really grow, expand, and create in a way you've never done before. There are opportunities for abundance, including financial growth, and if you're starting something new, prepare for a major expansion in your life and soul. When the spring card arrives in the future position of a spread or the last card in a reading, and mind you, it is the last card in this reading, it says, it can also indicate that the coming spring will usher in important energies with regards to your questions or intentions. So with this being said, I feel like some of you are asked to have patience, and maybe it's not the right time to move on any big projects. Yes, you need to, keep focusing on your goal, but maybe the best time for you to come forward is in the spring. So I hope that this has helped you in some way. Thank you all for stopping by, and until next time, I'm sending you lots of love and high life vibes. Peace.